During my 15 years working homicides, I came in contact with a lot of ruthless killers, serial killers, and a lot of big cases.
There were two cases that stuck with me during my 36 years, East Area Rapist, and this is the other case that I would like to see answers to and finished while I'm still around.
A friend called me up and asked me if I'd heard about it, and I was just absolutely, it sickened me.
We got the call that bodies had been found inside of a house. It was a man and a woman and a child, and all of them were dead.
It's hard to even understand it, to fathom it, to put your head around it. It's just, it's horrific. And in my lifetime, I've never known anybody that was ever murdered but them.
I've seen TV reports that, you know, let's talk it up as the great mystery, and oh, Land Park is a great place to live, and this horrible thing happened. The more I hear about it, it was just no mystery.
You know, they were just going to store a safe for a friend when he went to jail. It was a simple thing. Just thought, oh, sure, store it in our house, put it in the garage, it'll be okay. And it was okay till it wasn't.
Mick was that kind of guy where he would do something like that for a friend, probably not realizing that his life was in danger at all. He absolutely didn't deserve this. It didn't matter what he had in his garage. The safe was open, the contents were gone. They didn't need to be murdered.
Been 28 years, but it's like yesterday. It's a case that's never left your mind.
These are not ordinary people. These are ruthless, murderous individuals.
Somebody knows something, okay? You think you can hide, but you won't. You won't. Just like the East Side Rapist. We grew up with him in our neighborhood during the 70s. And look, they found him. Watch out, they're coming for you too.
We had a great family. We had lots of fun. We all went fishing, we'd go camping and picnicking, did a lot of things together as a family. His first nickname was Mickey, and then as an adult he was Mick. He was never Mike or Michael.
Mick was born in Sacramento to Aloys and Evelyn Jacobs and was raised alongside his brother Mark and sisters Jenny and Marie.
We were as close as a brother and sister can be, 4 years apart in age. He was the baby. My mom used to tell me, although I don't recall us doing this, that we would pick on him and make him cry. About the only thing I remember doing is one time he was taking a nap and I was touching his eyelid to see if he would wake up. He had a great group of friends that we all kind of grew up with. We lived near, you know, a public park, Lawrence Park, and he and his friends did everything together. It seemed like an unusually large number of kids grew up in that neighborhood, and Mick especially hung out with all those guys, you know, a lot, into adulthood and through adulthood.
We kind of all had a togetherness about all of us. Most of us were there from kindergarten all the way through high school, and we all hung out together, and the park was our place. Mickey was the best one about all of us, really. He was the most well-behaved, the less rebellious. You know, he didn't get in any kind of trouble. If somebody was smoking some pot, he wouldn't be the one that would be smoking it. And good looking, oh gosh, Mickey was very good looking. Every time Mickey'd show up, all of us girls were like, we'd giggle, you know, because he was so cute.
Blonde, beautiful blonde, which I wish I had inherited his blonde hair. Tall, which, you know, just about anything to me is tall, but I think he was about 5'11". Great smile, typically had a beard, which looked good on him, so he was kind of ruggedly handsome blonde kid.
He loved sports, as I did, whether we were playing basketball or baseball or anything. I mean, we were just constantly playing sports.
I didn't play, but I'd sit on the bleachers and have fun yelling and screaming, and they knock the balls around. We'd do it in an afternoon.
We'd hang out there all day until you heard that whistle, and everybody knew whose dad that was whistling. As soon as we heard that whistle, when the lights came on, we were on our way home.
During those days, a young girl named Marcy was also raised in the Lawrence Park neighborhood.
Marcy didn't hang out at the park that much, but Marcy and I went to grammar school together, elementary school, and then eventually high school together.
I liked her, a little like me, kind of outgoing, not shy at all, kind of down to earth.
Soft-spoken, not as talkative as I am, fun to be around, had a great sense of humor. She was just one of us, she was a sweetheart of a person. We all loved her.
I had to refresh my memory earlier today because they got married in '88.
It was surprising to me that the two of them got together because they weren't very close during the teenage years. It came later, and it was perfect for them. And they were perfect for each other because Marcy was very suited for Mickey. They were very kind, good kids, good adults.
Marcy looked beautiful. Mick had a gray tux, and they had live music, and we danced, and it was a very happy, fun occasion.
This was kind of an up-and-coming neighborhood. For me, I knew I was going to be on the edge of something no matter what, and I wanted to be close to downtown. Houses were smaller on this side, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom houses. Just a nice, tidy little neighborhood.
Do you remember when they first moved in?
I did the customary, hi, welcome to the neighborhood, and shake hands. And it seemed like really nice people. The daughter was a cute little girl.
I went to Crocker Riverside Elementary School, which was, within walking distance of my house. I loved going there. I loved my friends. Some of my teachers, I liked more than others. I first met Jenny because we were desk buddies, and basically the desks were 2 desks connected, and I sat on the left and she sat on the right. I mean, she just looked like your typical adorable little girl. She had like freckles and beautiful smile, and she would always have her hair up with bows. I loved Jenny. She was very sweet.
Jenny was an outgoing little girl. And I'd be out mowing my lawn and have my dog out with me, and she'd come over and pet the dog, and she was just a sweet little girl. I love kids.
I remember one day when it was a warm day, so it could have been the summertime, and she and I had both loved the movie The Little Mermaid, and we spent what felt like the entire day in her backyard, and she had this little kiddie pool, like one of those small little pools. And we filled it up, and we were like jumping in and out of it and dancing and singing and just running around her entire backyard singing songs from The Little Mermaid.
Kids, there are treasures. That poor little girl never had a chance.
Why do you say she never had a chance?
Well, she was killed.
Who in the world would do that? Who would kill the child? What would be the purpose of killing a small child? And so now I start gearing myself, because these are not ordinary people that I'm going to be looking for.